Okay, I'm gonna do some
Hello.
introductions. My name's Nabila. Let's go.
Okay, me?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, I'm Molly, the M. Obviously.
I'm Kimberly for K, obviously.
Mhm.
And we're the
Hold on.
curators of
Wait, hold
Cherry
on.
Unknown.
Something's wrong with
What
my
happened?
thing.
Okay. A bit of technical difficulties.
Yeah, you guys have to deal with us because this is one of the first few times we're doing it. So if we run into
Yeah.
technical difficulties, please excuse us.
And it's our first live show ever.
Yay!
Yeah.
Okay. Um,
Yay! Okay, this will
so
hopefully there'll be more to come.
if you guys were with us from the very beginning of January, we chose Graceling because you guys voted for young adult fantasy, and we wanted to do something that was not as hyped up as a lot of the books. So we came across this one, and now we are going to discuss it. We're going to do
Yeah.
a non-spoilery bit. So for those of you who have not read it, but you're just wondering as to what it's about, um, and then we're going to have a special announcement, so make sure you stay tuned for that right after this non-spoilery bit.
Mhm.
And then we'll go on and discuss the more details, so all the spoilery bits and fangirl and everything.
Yes, finally I can let out my feelings.
Yeah.
Because, guys, Kim actually read it on the second day,
Just so
and she
you know,
finished it like the day after that, so.
I had to sacrifice like a timing to stop from my actual reading to actually go through Graceling again to get back my feels.
Aw.
So
Did you
I
read
will
it
Only
try.
again?
only Kim could go through it twice.
Yeah, I didn't really reread, but I reread certain parts that I liked. Yep.
Nice.
Okay, so we're going to go into the non-spoilery bit. First of all, we're going to do basic stuff like what was your rating? Go, Kim.
My rating was actually 3.5. I think I'm the lowest among all three of us. I
Same.
think because I'm one of
Oh,
the
okay.
critical reviewers. I don't actually like every book I read. Oh, Mali.
Yeah, that's kind
Okay.
of like me.
I
Okay.
rated it 3.5. Am I supposed to say why?
Yeah, just say briefly why. Don't spoil anything.
Okay, I rated it 3.5 because 3 is mainly for the characters. I really adored the characters, and they especially Katsa. She was so strong and independent and resourceful, and there were other qualities that made her really realistic as a character. That's why I connected to her. And then the other part was like the world building, and then the build up and the ending. I didn't like the ending. I thought it was very badly wrapped up. There was a lot of questions that I had that was not unanswered. So that was why it was a slightly lower rating for me.
Okay, Molly?
Okay. Before I start, I just want to give a shout out to all the people watching us. There's Karen. There's someone I don't know who this is, but it says Awan9.
How can you
Hi, she's
see?
doing her assignment and she's still watching us. Thank you so much. And there's also Hannah, my twin. Hi. And Karen said that she rated it 3.75 out of 5. So it's a bit
Ooh.
higher than Kim.
Hey, our rating is quite close.
All
Yay,
right.
Okay
Hannah.
lah.
Molly, go.
Okay, so I actually rated it quite high. It's actually a 4.3 out of 5 for me, which is actually a lot lower than my usual ratings. I usually rate things like 4.5, that kind of stuff. So it's a bit lower than my usual rating, but it's a
Mhm.
lot higher than Kim's. And yeah, I actually
Yeah.
gave it above 4 because I actually really got to connect well with the main character. And it wasn't like a 4.5 or 5 for me because of the really slow start. I couldn't really get into it at first, but once I really got into it, I was just there until the end. It just got me, and I sort of fell in love with it. Yeah.
Okay. I rated it around a 3.5, but after this, we'll see what happens after this live show because mine might change after discussing it. But the reason that I didn't give it as high of a rating was
Mhm.
because, first of all, it was a really slow start. It actually took me like a week to start it, and then after
Mhm.
I hit a certain page, like the 5th chapter, then I just zoomed through it.
Yeah.
So I had a really slow start. It also had like some bits that I felt was like kind of unnecessary, kind of. And then the ending was very abrupt for me. If you guys read it, you would know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It felt very abrupt to me, and yeah. But the thing that I liked about it was that Katsa also, although that I didn't quite like her like the entire time, there were points where she was very relatable, and I felt like she went through a massive character development. And
Yeah,
I
right?
love Poe. Poe.
Oh my god, yes, Poe.
Yeah.
Who's my husband? Go away, guys.
Yeah. Hashtag Pobila.
Yeah,
I think we're all like Team Poe or something. Maybe I should be Team Katsa. I think I'm actually Team Katsa, but I'm not sure.
Mm.
Okay.
Well, I love Katsa too. Okay, wait, should we go into like the synopsis for people
Oh
who...
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we should have done that first, right? It's okay.
So who wants to give the synopsis?
Okay, I'll give the starting of the synopsis, like roughly what it's about.
Sure.
This is a fantasy read. It's not exactly a super high fantasy. It's not a dark fantasy either, but I think I'll relate it to more to like magic and superpowers if you like that kind of stuff.
Very similar
I
to like
think
Throne of Glass, I think.
a bit, but Throne of Glass didn't really have that kind of superpower thingy.
Okay,
And then because I adored characters with powers, that's why I was really attracted to this book. That was what really attracted me to read this. And then I'm kind of glad I did because it was a really enjoyable read. And mostly it's a world that has these people who are called Gracelings. They have these superpowers. They are each skilled with a certain skill. For example, Katsa, she's skilled with killing, so she's very very good
she can kill
at
people really well, basically.
weapons, and yeah, she's
Yeah.
a fast learner in weapons and better than normal humans with speed and all those kind of survival skills.
Yeah. And can I continue the second part?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay. And also Katsa is the king of her country's niece, if I'm not mistaken. So the king also sort of made her to be his lady killer, sending her out on...
Lady killer.
That's what they call her, right? Sending her out and like threatening people who don't do the things that he wants them to do and things like that. And so that's basically Katsa's life. But at the same time, she also does some what is it called?
Like she did her own
Vigilante.
grouping,
Her own mission.
like resourceful.
Yeah, they have their
Like the
own
good people.
secret society where they actually do good things as well. Yeah. And she's really close to the king's son and some other friends.
Yeah.
Who is actually her cousin.
Yeah. Well, yeah. If it's the king's son and the king, never mind.
Okay.
Okay, so another question that I have was, well, we already talked about what did you like about it and what did you not like about it. Would you recommend it to others, and who would you recommend it to?
Who first?
Okay, I'll go first.
Okay.
Who is kind of hard, but I think I'll recommend it to Kevin because I know he reads like fantasy-ish reads like me, but then I think he's starting.
What I meant by who was like what type of readers.
Oh,
Specific people.
Okay, the type of readers, if you like a light fantasy read with characters that has powers, this is a very cool concept, and I actually really liked it. And you guys would enjoy it too. But don't get your hopes up because you might be slightly disappointed by the ending or maybe not. It depends on you. So those are the people I recommend too. And what was the other question?
Like, it was just like, would you recommend it to people?
Yeah, I would. Definitely would.
Molly?
Okay, I would recommend it to People who are easy to please in books, who are not too critical. I mean, like they would enjoy it more than those who are more critical. But like people who are critical may also enjoy it as well. Also, people who love like kind of good romance, because I reckon the romance in this one was actually quite nice, and I really enjoyed the romance. And yeah, if you like high fantasy, something similar to Throne of Glass but not really, and if you love a badass female character, this is the one for you.
Definitely. I would, one of the things that I mentioned to people when they asked me how it was that I felt like it kind of read more of a contemporary in the sense that it talks a lot about the romance and the character development as well. It doesn't focus, personally, I don't think it focuses too much on the fantasy aspect. So if you're looking for a light fantasy, I would definitely recommend it. But if you have just read Six of Crows or something that like blew your mind away, I would not recommend you to read it, which is why I think I gave a lower rating, because I just finished reading Six of Crows, and that book was phenomenal, and I loved it, so it was kind of a bit for me.
I haven't read Six of Crows, so I have not much to compare it with.
You cannot read this after you read Six of Crows.
Yeah,
you just cannot.
So if anybody who is looking for a light fantasy read with lots of romance, I definitely would recommend it. So that's it, I think, for the non-spoilery bit. I think we've covered it pretty much.
Yeah, I think so. So I'm sorry, non-spoilery people, you guys just have to read the book now and come back and watch the second half. But you guys have to stay first for the announcement. You can leave after the announcement because the announcement is important and exciting. Because we're super excited to tell you guys this.
Yay! So are we going to announce it now?
Okay, do you guys want to announce it now?
You guys announce it.
Go, Kim.
Okay. Wait, Nabila can announce it, but I don't
Okay.
announce it.
Fine. So we are going to have another giveaway, and you guys don't want to miss out on this one. Yay! We are working with, should I tell what company? Yeah, we are working with Loot Crate, and we are going to give Loot Chest.
Loot Chest.
Oh, okay, my bad. We are collaborating with Loot Chest, and we are giving away a Harry Potter Pop Funko of your choice, as long as it's available, I think.
And can I just say, all you people are so lucky because I can't participate.
Yes, I can't either, and I don't have one at all, so...
I don't have one either.
Kills me.
I know, right?
But anyway, it will be to enter. It will be announced on the 10th. On the 10th.
It might be announced somewhere on the 6th, if I'm not mistaken. It depends. We might change it. It's not.
It'll be announced later.
Yeah. It will be announced at a later time on Twitter, so stay tuned for that. Watch out for that. We will be announcing how to enter, what are the rules, and
obviously it won't be that easy.
This is not like one of those that we randomly pick out, so you have to, there is an activity like we did last time.
You guys have to work for it. You guys have to prove how much you want it.
Yeah, exactly. So you will have to work for this one because it's awesome.
If you need more motivation to enter, just go on Loot Chest or like anywhere that has those Funkos and look at the Harry Potter Funkos and see which one you would want. I really want like a Harry or Hermione one if I could. That'd be so nice.
We might be sharing pictures to motivate you guys further. So just work for it because we're excited to see all your entries.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we will announce it at a later time, so watch out for it on Twitter. And yeah, that's it, I think, for the announcement.
Okay, non-spoilery people,
so
you may leave now because we will be starting the spoilery section in 3, 2, 1.
Pow!
Yeah.
Oh,
Bye, not spoiler people. I think Nudge, you're one of those people, so goodbye. And I think everyone else has read it, right?
It's
I
just
hope so.
Yeah.
completely.
Unless you guys don't
If
want
Hannah's watching, you
spoilers.
haven't read it, so you should go as well. Bye, good night. Thank you so much for watching and joining us.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
I'm
our
reading the
plot.
comments.
Okay, cool.
Okay, okay,
Okay.
everyone here has read the book, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's
Okay.
begin.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I want to start with the romance uh,
Mhm.
of Poe and Katsa. I kind of have a love-hate relationship with their romance because
Really?
I kind of really love the first half of the book. Like when they fought, when with their grace. Oh my gosh, I love that part. It
Which
was
part?
so cool to read.
Kim just broke my heart when she said she has a love-hate relationship.
I know, like, wait, what?
I absolutely loved it,
No,
although
no, listen, I'll
that
tell you why.
at
Okay,
some
okay.
point.
Okay, because I love the first half because it was so cute. It was like a flirty relationship, and then the
Mhm.
angst was so okay.
Okay, the
And
angst was
then
really good.
and then when the second half, when they went on the trip, it felt like it was too fast. You know, when their first kiss led to their first time, and then it was so abrupt. You know, there was no
Okay.
build. There was
But I
no
feel
not
like
really a build up.
it has a basis for it because some characters sometimes it's like
Yeah,
you don't
true.
see it coming and they don't have like a chemistry, but then suddenly they just kiss and then they do it and it's just like that. But I feel like for
Mhm,
them they had a basis because they trained together and they were together for a
Yeah.
bit before like Katsa opened herself up. That was probably wrong.
But I felt like their relationship kind of more of a physical one, filled with lust rather than love. I don't know, it felt like that to me.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna
Mm.
have to agree with Naps for this one. I felt like they've known each other for weeks and they obviously have these kind of feelings for each other, but because of how Katsa feels about, getting married and things like that, that's like the only thing, like it's kind of like the only reason they haven't really, ended up together. So I
Mhm.
reckon like all of that was enough for them to, finally just admit it and just, go for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And the one that I would have been very surprised if Katsa had reacted to anything was Gideon's proposal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
And how Gideon
Actually,
like
I wasn't really
abruptly
surprised.
proposed. Well, I guess for like if you were from Gideon's perspective, you wouldn't be surprised. But from since we're reading in Katsa's perspective, like
Oh
if
yeah, because she's so oblivious.
yeah, and if she had acted on it, because I was like so worried it was going to become a love triangle. And if
Yeah, yeah,
that had
yeah.
happened, I would have been really, really upset with the book because I just feel like that though there wouldn't have been a basis for her and Gideon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
They
yeah.
sort of had a basis, but it wasn't,
It
and it
wasn't
didn't go any
established.
further than a friendship or acquaintances.
I feel really sorry for Gideon. He seems
Yeah.
nice. He
My
reminds me of
theory.
Kale from Throne of
Don't say
Glass.
anything.
Just a
He is
bit,
nothing
just a
like
bit.
Kyo, okay, please.
Okay, you know what? Poe is like Kale. A bit.
Okay, me, not really, but KL still wins for me because
No
KL is everything.
spoilers.
Oh god. Oh yeah, Nubs, you haven't read. You know what? I just have to say, I feel like Graceling is a mixture of Throne of Glass, Crown of Midnight, and Heir of Fire. Like it has elements from each book, and I just felt like I read all three books at once. But like
I
Nubs,
have to say I
Throne
didn't
of
feel
Glass is
it.
probably better. Okay, that was just me then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's different for everyone, maybe. Probably some other person felt it like they read a different book, that we haven't read
Mm.
before.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
anyways, moving on, let's talk about the plot.
Hmm.
Honestly, I thought the plot was a freaking roller coaster. It was like up, down, and it was slow and then entertaining, and then suddenly they're
Yay!
fighting, and then they're just sleeping, and I don't know, it was all over. But sometimes I'll get sucked into it, and then sometimes I'll be
Mhm.
like, drifting away. So it was
Okay.
kind of a mix of both. And then sometimes I felt like things became too repetitive, especially when Katsa and Bitter Blue's journey. I felt that was really quite slow, or maybe it was
Okay.
just me. And I felt like the book could have been shorter because the climax wasn't really anticlimactic except Poe's part that I didn't expect. That was the only thing in the book I didn't see it coming. Yeah.
Okay, I
And
kind of. Oh, okay, go.
and then the ending, that was kind of the shittiest ending that I've read because there was so many questions that I had and it just felt like it wasn't wrapped up properly. And then when you guys told me there was this is actually a series, I was like, oh, okay, maybe they're gonna continue it. And then I found out that the sequel wasn't actually a sequel, but it was a different story from the same world, that kind of
What
story.
are some of the questions that you had at the end of the book?
Like whether they would end up getting married or not. Like
Well,
Katsa's views on marriage. They just left it hanging.
but
And
I don't personally. I didn't. Well, okay, go on first. I'll explain mine later.
then when you can explain. Because it
I
wasn't really okay, no.
if you still want to talk, go.
Okay, because I felt the issues Katsa had with commitment aren't entirely addressed, and I felt like I wanted a deeper analysis, maybe like at least a closure, like a proper closure. I didn't feel what she gave us was a proper closure. And then I felt like maybe like Katsa defied any marital laws by refusing her husband, or maybe it's in their world kind of thing. I don't know. Like maybe that was supposed to be. I mean, it wasn't like she was forced into an arranged marriage, because of her grace and things like that. So I don't know. This was what I thought lah.
I
Okay.
kind of disagree with Kim. Though I did agree with the part where this entire book, it was like a roller coaster, and there were some parts that I felt was unnecessary. Like even though they were on a journey, I felt like you don't necessarily have to explain every walk unless like something significant happens. Um, but at the same time, it's nice because like you get to journey with them. So it, I have like those two conflicting views. But regarding the ending of the book, the part that I was not satisfied at was not where Kim says. The part that I wasn't satisfied was that I felt like there should have been this big like plan to enter, and then there would be like this huge fighting scene where she finally kills the king and all that. But I felt like it was just too like, and
Actually, I like the killing part. It was kind
Yeah, it
of
was pretty cool.
cool.
it was
Yeah.
cool, but I just felt like they could have done more.
We had different expectations, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
like in Six Crows, I guess I was comparing it.
Okay.
I didn't
No
saw
wonder.
the
And
Grace
then
King coming,
and
with the
then
eye patch and thing.
yeah. And then but the thing is I don't agree with Kim regarding the ending. I felt like the ending was wrapped up pretty nicely because you don't necessarily have to because the thing is she talks about like not necessarily committing, like she wants to commit to him but not necessarily marry him, and she's still not sure about that. But that doesn't necessarily, for me, it doesn't necessarily have to be addressed right now because think about it, she's actually still young, so she still has some time to like think about that. So I didn't find that a problem actually. I actually like regarding their romance, I was actually pretty satisfied with the ending.
Mm.
Can I
Okay.
talk about the plot now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay. So you and Kim kind of feel like it's up and down, right?
Mm.
I actually felt like it was kind of down, and it went up, and it sort of just went in the middle, like that. Like I actually really enjoyed the journey, even though some parts, like you might have thought was unnecessary, or you might have thought it was slow. But I don't know why, but I was really into it. That I was just really into it lah because it feels like Katsu is this really strong, independent character. She went through all of that crap, and what she took care of Bitter Blue and Poe, and I just feel like that whole journey, it needed to be described in detail for you to really see all the things that she had to go through. And I guess I felt really connected to her character when she was facing all of that. And I guess that's why I didn't feel like it was slow. I felt like it was growing, and in the end, yeah, the ending, I felt like like Kim, it could have been more. I think you mentioned once that yeah, because it actually really shocked me when Poe went blind. That was a
Yeah,
bit of a bit of a letdown for an ending because you're expecting something of a happily ever after of a sort, and it was sort of a happily ever after, but not really in his sense. Yeah,
I
and
actually really like that Poe became blind
Same.
because I felt like
I
death was too
I wish
overrated,
he wasn't.
and
Yeah. hmm
if
I
he
wish he
just
wasn't,
went
but
without a scratch, it
I'm
was
okay that
better.
he is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. And it was really it was actually really interesting because they related it to his grace and
Yeah,
how he
that
can
was
actually see the beauty from the nature telling him or something like
it
that.
kind
And
of
that was
heightened
actually really, really
grade,
cool.
you know? Yeah.
Like seeing beauty in a different way. That I found that concept really interesting. And Poe's Graceling is amazing. I think it's really awesome.
Yeah, it's so cool. I really liked it. And
Hmm.
at that part, I felt like so heartbroken, when he talked to Katza, like that moment.
Yes, the part where he was like, I can't see, like, I don't want to believe if I can't see you. And I was like,
Stop.
And the part where he said he doesn't want to go back because he can't see it
Oh,
anymore.
I was heartbroken
Oh
in
my
that.
God.
I just teared up.
I know,
I
so
was
sad.
imagining they were both gonna live at Leonid, near that the ocean together, and
But
that beautiful description of his castle.
in the end, he did go back, right?
Yeah, I think he did go
He
back.
did.
I don't know.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah, he did.
that's the
He
thing. They didn't
mentioned.
really close it properly.
Well, I think it's because for high fantasy, I don't think that necessarily needs to be a happily ever after. For me personally, I like that it doesn't like
Mm.
address everything. It just closes off the story with the coronation of Bitter Blue and all that. So I actually like the fact that it's not necessarily a happily ever after because I felt like
hmm
that wouldn't have been realistic.
Yeah, yeah. I like that it was
Oh.
somewhat a realistic kind of
Mm.
ending. Yeah.
Also, can
Okay,
we talk
maybe I'm just
about
like
Bitter
too
Blue?
critical.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Bitter Blue. Yes.
Love Bitter Blue. I felt like I prefer
She's
her over
adorable.
Katsa actually because I felt like she was a
Ah.
stronger character. Um, but obviously you don't really get to know her that much. But I just
Not
felt like she
yet.
was such a yeah. Oh yeah, if you guys don't know, it is a series, but it's like a companion series.
It's like Anna and the French Kiss,
Yeah.
sort of.
So the next book,
Yes.
although it takes place in the same world
World.
and it continues, the timeline is right after that happens. It is not with the same characters. So I think this
Yeah.
character's name is Fire, based on the.
Yeah.
And then the next book is about Bitter Blue, which I'm assuming is from the point of view of
It's
Bitter Blue.
Bitter Blue about 9 years after Graceling.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Really?
I read the
So
reviews.
should
I'm
they?
actually really excited to read Fire and Bitter Blue. I think I'll be continuing on with this world. So yeah. I don't know if you guys will continue. Are you guys gonna continue?
I think I will.
I
I'll continue
might,
with you. I'll
maybe on
continue.
ebook or something.
Okay. Okay.
I
I think I
quite.
might buy it.
I'm really curious as to what happened.
Yeah, and people said that the second one is better, so we'll see. I don't see how it can be better, but we'll see.
It can be a lot better.
I really like Katza. Like, Bitter Blue was adorable, and I liked her, but I guess because the story was about Katza, I got to connect with her more.
Yeah,
So
obviously you
hopefully,
can't really connect with Bitter Blue.
Because
yeah.
Bitter Blue
But
was more of a side character.
yeah, yeah. But do you guys feel like Bitter Blue was too mature for her age?
Well, under the
Or is it?
circumstances that she was in, the fact that her father was basically like, okay, like can we talk about the father for a bit?
Yeah.
The father was a bit mental. I think that's what I don't mind her being too mature because of the circumstances she's in, so I understand it. But okay, let's move on to her father. The king was worse than Joffrey, in my
You
opinion.
know why I hate him? Because he hurt little animals. Oh my God, who does that? And
Oh,
little
yeah.
kids. That was horrible, I felt like No, animal shelters, like you do that?
No,
What
it's
is wrong
not
with
just
It's
that
not
he
that.
kills them, he tortures them. Like,
Yes.
He
Yeah.
doesn't kill them.
cuts
He
them,
hurts
leaves
them,
them
and then
to be tortured, and then
like he fixes them back, like he heals them. Not really heal them, but have servants take care of them so they can torture them again, which is
no.
horrible. Like
And
I'd rather die or something.
I think it doesn't explicitly mention. Sorry, there's like there's white noise. It doesn't explicitly mention what he was going to do with Bitterblue, but from um, the descriptions of the animals, you kind of have a sense that how sick and how mentally sick he was.
Yeah.
And I think the reason that I felt like he was worse than Joffrey was because he enjoyed the torture. Like he would wait. He was. I think Bitterblue mentioned at one point that he was a very patient man,
Yes.
sense that he would be willing
And
to wait as long as he gets to torture you. And I just felt that was so.
he freaking sailed across the ocean to her.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
the
when
moment,
that, yeah, the moment when I
Castle
was
and
like,
saw him.
oh shit,
Same,
no.
yes, same. I never expected him
Did
to be
not
there.
expect that, yeah.
Wait,
Did not
what?
expect.
I can't hear you guys.
The moment when she reaches the castle and opens the door,
Oh,
everything, and tiba-tiba you find out that the king was there.
It's like
I had
boom.
like a feeling that he was going to be there. So
Okay.
but I wasn't sure. But the part, because as I was reading on my bed, right, and I was like lying down reading, the moment where she threw it and it just like went into him on his
Oh
mouth,
shit.
I jumped up and I was like, wait, what's happening?
Like, wait, what?
Like it was so
I
abrupt.
felt like it was Game of Thrones in my mind.
Yeah. And
Masih
I think it was very poetic the way he died, in the sense that he was able to spread lies and influence people using his mouth, and he died with the knife
Yeah,
in his mouth. I just felt that was like so poetic. And
I felt
that was
like he
cool.
should die in a more torturing way, like what happens to his animals and stuff should have reflected back on him. Like maybe someone with Graceling that reflects your powers on you or something. That would be
that would
really
be cool.
mm.
But I feel
Mm.
like sometimes in like movies or books, if they like only capture the guy and like brings him elsewhere to be tortured, I feel like he will eventually find a way to get out and then he gets loose.
Okay,
And
yeah,
sometimes I
true.
like it that they just immediately kill him, but I cannot think
Mhm.
what would happen in the next book. That's the only reason why I don't really like that he died.
Mhm. Mhm. I actually quite like that it's kind of a standalone. It doesn't feel like it's a burden to continue a series like, the
Yeah,
other ones. Not that I don't enjoy it, it's just there's so many series right now.
yeah.
So yeah, this is
It
perfect.
gives you an option to continue it or not because it does wrap
Yes.
up the story well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, guys, I just want to remind you we have around 10 more minutes.
Mm.
Okay, can we could if there's nothing else for now, could we go to the comments and say hi to some of our viewers?
Sure.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, some of them
Like
actually
you
have
can
great
even
thoughts.
discuss with them like what they've typed
Yeah.
because
Okay, let me see what they've been saying.
so Crayon Bit said I'm glad he died.
That's Karen.
Yes,
Oh,
Mm.
he
that's
died.
Karen? Okay.
Yeah.
Who's Karen? Oh, Karine?
Oh,
Karen. Wait, I'm pretty sure that's
yeah.
how you say. I don't know. Okay.
Carynn, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's pronounced Karine, right? I don't know, that's how I pronounce it.
Yeah. Okay, so Karen said that she likes Bitter Blue because Bitter Blue isn't nosy or bossy, which I agree. And the ending made the book feel like a standalone because it sort of is a standalone. And I'm really happy with that.
Remember when Peter Blue suspected of Paul, or not Paul, uh, her true powers? Okay, wait, her true powers.
Her true
Katsa's
powers.
real Graceling skill.
hmm
I thought Kat Sayang figured it out.
No,
No?
no. Bitter
No,
Blue suspected him of
yeah,
having
because
a different grace than what he was saying.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
wait, it
But
was
she
yeah,
still
Paul.
didn't say anything, and that was really nice.
Yeah, and she was really mature for her age because she could see something that other people didn't really suspect.
Hmm.
And maybe she's because also she's observant of their silent communications because they had a
Mm-hmm.
lot of that.
Yeah, yeah.
It must have been kind of weird for her as well, because they were like showing affection and everything as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, Mimi and Karen said that they're going to continue with the series. Yay! I think I will as well. Maybe we should like read it together.
Yes.
Like another read along.
Except, yeah, we can't read it with Kim because we can't keep up.
It's okay, I'll keep
Sorry,
up with you
Kim.
guys.
Yeah. Okay, guys.
Can
Is there
together be around.
any other topic for the discussion? Because I have
One
one.
thing that I wanted to mention was I have another friend who is actually reading this book, but she's actually listening to the audiobook.
I see.
And she says the audiobook is actually really good. I probably should have mentioned this in the non.
Oh, okay.
They said that the audiobook is really good because they
Uh-huh.
have like a full cast, which is really interesting.
Oh, cool.
So for a guy,
So wait, they
for the
have
guy,
different voices.
yeah, for the guy it's a different person, for the girl it's a different
I
person,
see.
so on and so forth. And so it makes it a really unique experience. And also she says that because this book is pretty descriptive, I like that they describe what's around them and all that. So my friend says it feels like she's watching a movie when she's
Oh,
listening.
that is so cool.
It's really
Okay, I
Funny,
think
yeah.
I'm gonna get the audiobook because
yeah.
I really enjoyed it. So when I'm driving, I can just listen to it.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
a really cool alternative. I probably should have mentioned this in the non-spoiler.
It's okay. No worries. Okay. Okay, I have a question, and the viewers can interact as well. What's your fan cast? Oh, this book.
Okay, that is really hard.
I don't do fan cast because
Yeah, I cannot do it
okay.
either. I'm not.
But like, did you imagine them a certain way or certain someone? I could only imagine Poe.
for some
I
reason
imagine
I thought Poe was Asian purely
Is it
because
Cat?
his name was Poe.
He could,
Oh,
could
okay. I know. Did you guys watch Once Upon a Time, the TV series show?
No. But
There's
I've
this
seen like one or
character.
two.
Which one?
She's Mulan, but I
Ah,
don't know
I don't know.
the real actress name. So wait, I'm gonna find out. Hang on.
You imagine
You
her
guys
as
can go
Katsa?
first. Yeah, I imagine her as Katsa.
Oh, I imagine Katsa as I think Molly, you showed the picture. What's her name? The girl.
As Kaya Skilladel. I don't know how to say her last name.
Basically,
Scudelario
Molly
or
sent this
something.
picture. Yeah, she's the girl in Scorch Trials. What's her name?
Yeah. I can't remember.
Yeah, that girl, the one that is Thomas' love interest, so to speak.
Oh, you mean the short hair girl?
No, the other one.
The only girl in the maze.
Yeah. What's her name?
There. Yeah.
Wait, I
Oh
think
my God.
people will probably. Kaya Scoldario. Haha. There you go.
Yeah. I didn't imagine her at first, but when I saw on Google her picture there, I'm like, actually, she would make a pretty badass
I think.
Katsa.
Okay.
Yeah, she would.
Mulan.
Yeah.
She's
And the
probably-
guy was exactly who I was imagining it as in the book. I was imagining Sam Claflin, but like Finnick Odair version of him. I don't know why. He has that charm, like smile in my head, and I don't know. Yeah, Poe,
Actually, I didn't
he's
really
my
picture
Poe.
him like that. I picture him
Teresa.
as dark hair kind of guy.
Oh, you imagine him dark hair. Well,
Yeah.
Sam has dark hair.
I don't know, but I imagine Sam with blonde hair. You know, like Finnick? Yeah.
Yeah. No, because
Okay,
like
anyways,
kan
Yeah, go ahead.
so
Go ahead.
Mulan is
in
portrayed by.
okay, sorry.
Okay.
No, go Kim.
Mulan is the one in Once Upon a Time. She's portrayed by Jamie Chung, Chung.
Oh, I feel like
So you can-
if
You guys
okay,
can
I'll
Google
search her maybe.
like in Mulan armor because she totally.
So you imagine her as Katsa.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I imagine her as Caucasian for some weird reason. I didn't imagine her, but for some reason Poe, I imagined him as
Asian.
Asian.
Okay, so it's all different in our
Probably
heads.
just because of Poe. One thing that I wanted to mention, no, I kind of forgot about it. Oh, no, I forgot about it. No. Oh, what's
Okay.
the writing of Kristen Kashor? I felt
Mm-hmm.
like I didn't. That's another reason that I think I gave it a lower rating. I didn't quite like her writing at times. I felt like,
Really?
yeah,
Oh, okay, okay. At times.
Oh yes,
there
that I
were
have to
some
agree with
points where she
Nabila.
was like, it was very short sentences. It was like she did this, and then she did this, she did this.
Oh, okay,
I just
okay.
felt like the sentence structure was kind of like choppy. Um,
Mhm.
and
Okay,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
that was like
At
one of the
first, at
reasons.
first, they were just like short parts here and there, right?
Yeah.
Actually, I feel like the first maybe fourth of the book was written completely when the author wasn't in the mood to write or something because the writing fell off and it was really slow. But like when she got like really started, even the writing really appealed to me personally. I really liked the
Mhm.
writing, probably because I really like the descriptions and everything. But
Maybe.
yeah, yeah, I felt like it was a bit odd at the first quarter. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, for her writing, I thought because it was written in a third person point of view,
Mhm.
I felt
Mm.
like it was harder to connect to the characters
Mhm.
because usually it's written in the first point of view and then it feels like you're the character and then you're inside it. But I just like this one is slightly harder lah.
Oh, I
It's
I
not
see.
enjoy it.
that easy to get into,
I
but
feel like for a third perspective writing, it was good to relate. It was okay for me to relate to.
Yeah, it wasn't too hard to relate to the character.
Yeah.
yeah.
There's one more topic I want to ask, but I feel like we've run out of time.
Just ask, I think we
Okay.
got like 5 minutes.
Okay, I've read this in some reviews as well, but people feel like the author was trying to push a feminist kind of agenda in the story. And I don't know if you
Oh,
guys
Could
noticed it.
possibly be.
Yeah, yeah. It was
um,
kind of strong, but personally, I really liked it.
I like it.
maybe that was her intention because if you see all three of her books, all her protagonists are females.
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
also
Mm-hmm.
Katsa is seen as a very strong character. And one thing that I really like about her is that in the beginning she realizes that she's kind of under control. She's being controlled by the king. Um,
Mm,
and the fact that she learns to like say no to all that, I think that might contribute to what you were saying, Wally, about the feminist movement.
mhm,
So it
mhm.
could be that she was trying to like kind of subtly imply it, but I didn't feel like it was too like thrown in your face type of thing. I
Some
think
people really felt that, but I even if it was that, I was okay with it. And then at the end, right, when she is setting up like some training for girls to defend themselves, I thought that was pretty cool.
yeah,
I didn't want to
yeah.
go
Yeah,
there.
And I think it's
yeah.
because it reflects her grace as well. The fact that she was born
Mm.
with the grace, I think, helped it not make it so like out there, like it was too strong. It's because I understand that because of her grace, she is a certain way, and she doesn't act like all the females in their world, I guess.
I felt like
Mm.
the message, if there were a message, I felt it was subtle and it wasn't really thrown in your face like Nabila said. So I liked it. hmm It's like a silent message.
Also, okay, good.
No, I'm done. Hello?
Naps?
Naps?
Oh my God, I think Naps is stuck.
Yeah, I think she's frozen.
Yeah. I think like if we're gonna end, we should end all together.
I know, right?
No,
Okay, where did she go?
Nubs. Who come
Okay.
and save Nubs?
He has to feel her beauty and stuff because of his grace.
Uh,
Oh my gosh,
I just want to mention I also have a huge crush on Sky, Poe's brother. Like he's so damn attractive as well.
oh yes. Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah. Like when
I felt
he
okay.
hugged, I think he hugged Katza, right? And then he kissed her
Yeah,
cheeks. I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah, I
oh,
did.
I love this guy
Yeah.
already.
Okay, I felt like if Sky was, mentioned more and if he was the main
Yeah.
character, I would choose him over Poe. I think.
Yeah. But actually, I don't know. I don't know.
Because it was
I love
easier
the
to connect to him. I don't know.
yeah. By the way, I just got a message from Nabila. She said, "Shit, my laptop just shut off." So I think we're gonna just have to end without Nubs. I'm so sorry, guys.
Oh my
And
gosh,
on
yeah.
behalf of Nubs, I think Nubs, come say something. Okay, no, she's not watching, so she can't say anything. Okay, anyway, Kim, do you have anything else to say?
Not really, but I
No?
hope you guys continue. Okay, read this book if you guys haven't read it. Oh, Nabila's back.
Oh, she's back.
Sorry, my
Well,
my
hello.
laptop just shut off.
It's so random.
It's
Okay.
okay. Um,
So what were you guys talking about?
We were just
we're saying
about
like
to
our
end.
last words.
Yeah, last
Oh.
words. And that Sky is really attractive.
Yeah,
Who?
Sky.
Sky,
Is that how you say his name?
Hole's brother.
Oh, right. Yeah. I like Sky.
Yeah, I like Sky too. Skyly sounds awesome.
Also,
And I like his.
I don't know if it was just me, but for some reason, I had a feeling that Raffin was slightly gay. I don't know if you guys thought about that.
It had a bit of feel with his assistant.
Kind
Oh,
of.
what? I didn't get that.
I had a like feeling that Raffin was gay.
Prince
Oh,
Raffin.
yes, I
And
got-
Karen mentioned that she likes him as well.
I
Oh,
was
Sky?
hoping he was gay because that would make things really
Diverse.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yes, I really.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, but I
And I
don't
like-
think he. Did they mention it? Because they didn't clear that up either.
Nah.
That was just very like if it was, then it was very subtle.
Yeah,
I really
you
like
see,
his
this is
relationship
what
with
I wanna
Katza.
know. Yeah.
I really like his relationship.
In the
with
beginning,
Katza,
I
yeah.
thought he was like
The love interest.
he actually liked Katsa. But then when I started reading it, I realized that it was probably just like a brotherly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he sounds really handsome and smart and
And I love his blue hair.
oh, that is so
I love
cute
that. I love
and
that.
random but cute.
No, I love how he kind of stands his way from his dad.
Ah.
Yeah,
And he's like, I'm not my father's son today. That's so
Yeah,
cute.
exactly. It's so cute.
So that's it, I think, unless you guys have anything else to say. Thank you
okay.
so much, you guys, whoever stuck with us from the very beginning to the end. I hope you guys enjoyed our read along. We are going to be reading Flowers for Algernon next month.
Which is
We
tomorrow.
haven't decided the date to start
Which
yet.
is
but we will
tomorrow.
We will
But it
mention
will
Yeah.
starting
Probably mid of February.
probably. And yeah, so we'll be discussing that one. This book is a little heavier, but for those non-young adult lovers, I think you guys will enjoy it. And for those young adult lovers, it will give you a chance to diversify your reading, and we hope you'll enjoy it.
Yeah.
For those who haven't read Graceling and is going to read or is currently reading and going to finish and you guys want
Which I
someone
don't know why
to
you're still
frank
here, but okay.
Yeah, if you want someone to frank with, come and frank with us on Twitter.
Yeah, just
because
tweet
we'll
us.
always be there for you.
Yeah.
Alrighty, I think
Okay.
that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we will see you guys next time.
Okay, bye guys.
Bye.